Hello and welcome to GameNest. My name is ZenoCraft and welcome to the second part of my Minecraft survival series, Minecraft Exploration Survival. Now, at the end of the last video, obviously we built the house, or started to build the house. We got basic resources, got wood, things like that. In between the videos, obviously I've got a bit more wood, I've got more sand to turn into glass to make the house, to finish it in the first part of this video. Then after we're going to go mining, we're going to go and try and find some diamonds, try and get a bit further in this world. So what we're just doing at the moment is we're finishing this glass floor. Obviously the idea that I've got here is that we're going to have an underground base that goes under the ocean with a water elevator taking us from the underground to the top floor, which is where the main house is going to be. Now, doing it this way, we're going to be able to have a lot of underground area, a lot of underground like bases, mines, all sorts, fancy rooms, and it's going to be a whole load of fun. Now, obviously, unfortunately, it does mean that when the new update comes out, 1.17, we're not going to have the -64 area on this particular area, but hey, that's not going to bother us because we'll just be able to go out and make another base somewhere else. So we might keep this as temporary one, we might not. I'm not sure yet, it depends how well this series goes. So we're just going to finish off doing this glass floor here. I am going to just fill in the whole floor. Eventually we will put the water elevator like area in, but for now we will just add the square in the middle. Now what we're just going to do is work out where we are. We're going to put some, I think, oak down. Going to continue building the house basically, just get it done because it'll be a nice idea. One thing that you will learn about me is I am quite indecisive when it comes to building, unfortunately. So I think if we have some cobblestone, or in fact no, I think we might have some birch. Yeah, it's a good idea. Let's have some birch going across. Birch is not often used in construction, so if we have that, we might just make it look a bit fancier. So we're going to use some oak here. Going to have like an oak archway, because I think that that's just going to look quite unique. We will also add a back door as well so that we can expand the base above the ocean. Obviously we might not necessarily have a huge ocean base in terms of on top of the ocean, or we might, I'm not sure. Obviously in this series I do intend to like fight the Wither and that, and so I think the beacon from when we fight the Wither will end up being on top of the ocean as a monument to our triumphs in this series. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Obviously it's probably one of the more boring aspects of the game, just building your base, building your first house, but it does get more interesting when we go mining later. Get a lot of loot, get a lot of cool little bits and bobs, and I can tell you that unfortunately it wasn't in this video, it was on the way back up to the surface after mining. We did actually find 2 spider spawners. So that is something that we'll be able to turn into XP farms and mob grinders. Probably not mob grinders, more XP farms I'd say, but hey ho, that's still going to be very useful for gaining those levels for when we start doing things like villager trading and wanting to get enchants and using enchanted books. So it's all part of the fun. So I think we've got the rough layout of how we want the house to be. So we're going to have oak in each of the corners, oak on the doorways, we're going to have birch going across the bottom with glass in the middle, and a bit of cobblestone mixed here and there. So obviously it's starting to take shape, as you guys can see. That is how it's going to be roughly. And I think that we will also add a farm out front as well. Probably just use dirt for that, you know, it's going to be a farm anyway. So let's start getting the back of this done. I'd like to know, guys, leave in the comments how you're liking GameNest, because obviously this is the third, or it'll be the 4th video on the channel by this point, and I'm just wondering, obviously, do you like the content that's going up? Do you like the Minecraft videos? I do have something special brewing for you guys. Unfortunately it's not going to be ready for a while just yet, but when it is going to be the most advanced bit of content on this channel for the time being anyway. Can't say never, because let's face it, I'm not the only person uploading, and I hope you guys are enjoying all the content that goes up, but you will enjoy this piece of content that is to come. I'm not going to spoil what it is just yet, but when it comes it will be worth it. So we've got a rough outline of where we're going to go with this house. Obviously we're just going to try and sleep as soon as it gets a little bit darker, because at the end of the day we do want to not have monsters spawning on here and killing us straight away. We are playing in hard difficulty. And that's the other thing, guys. I do apologise about the Windows 10.io watermark in the top corner. It was an error in the recording of this video. I tried to edit it out, but unfortunately it just looked obnoxious. So we just had to leave it in. But bear in mind, it won't be there in the next one. It was just an error on my part in terms of when I was recording this piece of content. But yeah, so just going to continue having a look around. I think we'll go birch there. This is the most annoying thing that I can possibly imagine. The oak placing like that. It is absolutely annoying, especially when you're placing it from the right side. Anyway, let's get back to it. Obviously, I think we do have the glass still in our inventory. I can't remember if I left it back over in the chest or not. But we'll be placing that in the middle. I think we'll be using panes, not just blocks. You know, it's a lot more useful, a lot more efficient to just use the panes. After all, you get, I think it's 16 for 8, so you're getting double the amount. Hey ho. Anyway, so we're just going to get more cobblestone, place it up on the second and third story of this building. I think what we end up doing in this episode is deciding that the first floor is going to be 4 blocks tall, and then the ceiling for the second floor. One thing that I do need to decide before, though, and I didn't finish it in this video, so please feel free to leave a comment saying how we should do it, is whether we should keep the house in a squarish shape, or whether we should make it some funky design, like circular, or just see how it goes. Obviously, we might need to do some redesigns if we go for circular, but I'd get that done outside of the video, so you guys don't need to see the boringness of that. So, just going to continue building up. Again, this is going to be where a possible door will be in the future. That's why we're placing it like that, because the side doors will have cobblestone like that at the 2 sides and wood in the middle. Obviously, if it becomes a door, the wood will be taken out, but the frame will still be cobblestone. So, as you can see, we are just getting these glass panes ready. We managed to get 64, which might be enough. I don't think it will be, in fact, because we do have 2 stories of glass that we need to do. But, hey ho, we can still get a lot of it placed down. The top story of it is going to be a lot of fun. After all, it's just so awkward trying to place it on that thin line of glass. But, hey ho. So, yeah, I'd like you guys to leave in the description, what do you want us to do in this series? Obviously, we're going to end up killing the Ender Dragon. We're going to end up getting an elytra, building a huge city, killing the Wither, most likely getting an ocean monument, woodland mansion, going to the Nether and defeating all of the enemies there. Obviously, there's no bosses in the Nether, but, exploring it, making a Nether base, making an end base. But I want to know, is there anything specific you guys want to see? Is there anything to do with Minecraft you guys want to see in terms of different videos? It is all open. You tell us, we'll make it. That is the idea. And I hope you guys understand that. You can always say your opinion in the comments, because I will read every single one, and it'll be something fun for us guys to just go through and to do. Now, just going to eat up here, get the hunger back up so we don't start dying, and then continue doing this glass. As I said, it's an absolute pain getting these small panes, especially when you're using a controller, because obviously these 2 videos so far have been recorded on the PlayStation 5. That could change to ending up being on the PC because, well, let's face it, performance is usually better. But obviously with PS5 it is possible to get ray tracing, or will be possible to get ray tracing on there, and unfortunately my computer does not. Unfortunately, it's not running an RTX card at the moment. I am working on finding out whether it will be possible in the end, but at the moment, no, it's not. So we're getting quite close to finishing the first layer of the house. I understand it's not the most interesting part of the video, but it's a start. Right, so here we go. Let's break these 4 blocks, and this is going to be where the water elevator is going to be. I'm just going to place some dirt here, or in fact, no, we'll place some cobblestone. Why not? Just to represent where it's going to be. Obviously, we're going to have glass going down at each side of it to create a 2x2 water elevator with, I think it will be soul sand at the bottom. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that, but something to make you go up fast. Or to go down fast, sorry. Oh, I don't even know, to be fair. So we'll work that one out when we make it. So, yeah, this is where we're going to start making a little walkway towards the front, towards the ground, really, because we don't want to always have to use a boat. After all, that would get very tedious very quickly. So as we're approaching roughly halfway through the video, we're just going to place this down. Obviously, again, it's annoying with the way that you've got to place oak and that. So there we go. I think we'll have... we'll use a dirt walkway to begin with, I think. But I think I would like it to be birch towards the end, because I think birch would look a lot nicer and it would just be a lot like more unique. So I'm speeding this bit up because it does get very tedious at the end. But as you can see, what I've done is I've created an outline of the dirt farm out there. That was the key thing. I couldn't remember if I left it in the editing or not, but we're going to just quickly finish this house, get the next layer done. Again, we're using a lot of birch because it's just a nice block, especially, you know, the log texture. It's just something about it. It's not used a lot in buildings, and I think that it's severely underused. But as I said, speeding it up, we're just going to get through it nice and quickly. We're going to have a sleep in a minute, and then we're going to jump to mining, because it's just going to get a lot more interesting for you guys, and I think it'll be just a lot more fun. So yeah, starting to get dark, so we are going to have to go and sleep soon. We don't want any monsters spawning on here, because again, we do have a little bit of armor, but not a lot. And there we go, monsters already spawning on here. Let's just get them. Don't know why I'm using the axe. I'm used to playing on Java, so obviously with the new combat, the axe is a lot more powerful, but in here it's actually still weaker than swords. So that is something that I do need to remember. And yes, I have just realised that we did build this wall wrong, which is quite funny. But there we go, we're starting to get back to how it should be. So we're just going to go around here. Eventually we will start adding the top floor, but I'll probably end up finishing the house outside of the video, because I don't want to bore you guys too much with all the boring stuff that we've got to do. I want to make it interesting for you guys. Well, I'm speeding this bit up because I don't want to miss it out, because it's part of the initial setup. Obviously, you know, the first videos, they're never going to be that amazing. There are always going to be boring parts, but it's all part of the beginning. So there we go, we got 4, and there you go, you've just witnessed that lovely fail by ZenoCraft there. So we're going to jump back up, and I think we'll add one more layer, which will also add as being the next floor. So what wood should we use? I'm thinking either birch or oak. Yeah, we're going to go for some birch. So we're just going to create 64. Nope, we're going to make even more than that. There we go, 2 stacks of it. Don't know why I didn't just use all of it, but you know. And yeah, we're just going to start going around. I think the outside layer of this might end up being redone, because I'm not sure how I feel about just having a full layer of birch around the outside. It just does look a bit jarring in a way. But for now, we'll just go with the flow. We'll just do it because, you know, why not? And we are going to obviously leave the oak pillars going through. That's, again, something we need to change on the other side that I've already done, just because the oak pillars are acting as the support, so we kind of need them to like show through. It's just as like a kind of aesthetic feature. So that's all done. We'll place these in, then we'll just do a little bit more on the top of the house, and we get to go mining. And trust me guys, this mining trip is probably one of the best mining trips I've ever been on myself. It is such a fun one, and I think, believe it or not, we don't die, which is also probably a first for me, because I've played Minecraft a lot. Don't play it on hardcore that often. Obviously, we're not on hardcore, we're on hard, but don't play it on hard that often either. In fact, the last time I properly played Minecraft would have been, wow, probably when I had my first YouTube channel. And the videos aren't there anymore, unfortunately, but it's a very interesting, it was a very interesting channel, trust me. One of those typical kid ones where you put a camera up to a TV. It's all part of the idea of growing up in the 21st century, eh? You want to be a big YouTube star from a kid, but hey ho. Probably the most underrated feature of Minecraft Bedrock, actually, guys, is what I'm doing right here. Placing blocks in front of you without having to sneak. I was playing Java the other day, for this like special project that I'm making for you guys, and I'll tell you what, I missed this so much, because I'm doing something that it's really cool and you're going to enjoy it, but I'll tell you what, it is so unfortunate that that ability isn't there. And also, I think another thing that we will end up doing, guys, is uploading this world to Realms, so that I can edit it on the go. For example, using my phone, just because obviously there's going to be a lot of work that we want to get done on this world in between, and that I can't always guarantee I'll be with my PlayStation. So if we have it on, say, my computer, or have it on my phone and all that, it's just going to be something that's going to be pretty useful to do. So I think the next video, what we'll do is, it might be on realms, but I do need to do a bit of testing before I record it. I don't want anything bad to happen just because we've got it on realms, and say for example we time out or anything like that, which to be fair, the ability of editing, it's not really a problem. You wouldn't even be able to tell, but you get the idea. It's just something that is an idea in my head. And also, if it's on realms, eventually I might be able to have some of you guys joining me. Hey, it's just one of the possibilities that is to come down the road. I'm very excited for it, guys, and you know what? There's so much to come. So we're going to have a cobblestone floor on this side, on this floor, because I think it's just going to contrast the glass quite well. Obviously, eventually I think that'll change, because I'm a big fan of quartz, so I think once we actually get to the nether, we might add some of that. And so I think we're going to use some oak logs here, as it's going to be quite a unique build, I think. Obviously, the shape of it's not going to be that unique, but the idea behind it is. So we're just going to finish that. I think we've run out now, so we're going to get going to some mining soon. So as you can see, got all the key things that we really need from here. I need to go and drop some stuff off in the chests. I've still not moved, by the way. And then we'll be able to get going to our lovely little mining spree. I think we actually are going to just head back to the house in a minute, though. Can't remember what actually happens here. That is something I should probably learn to make notes on, but hey-ho, I'm here and I'm commentating with you, so it is quite a funny little experience. It's been a while since I've recorded this actual gameplay. Moving house and that, it's not been the most easy. But anyway, let's have a look at what we're getting out of this chest or putting in. So, as you said, we also do have the 4 obsidian from last time, so we are actually almost to making a nether portal. So it is actually quite exciting, because in one of the episodes coming up very soon, we are going to go exploring the nether. Obviously, the most important thing for that is just remembering those coordinates. You don't want to get lost in the nether without your nether portal. It is an absolute nightmare. So I think we are just going to go straight to the mining by the looks of it, because we're taking the iron, we're taking that, so I think we just need to find a good cave to start off in. Obviously craft a few bits and bobs. I think we're going to go for full iron armor by the looks of it. So we've got already a chest plate and legs, so I think we will end up getting the legs and the helmet, just because obviously we don't want to go into the caves and end up dying, basically. So they're the legs, and here's the helmet. So now we are Iron Man. Hey ho, it's always quite a cool thing. And I think that we've also got a decent shovel, got an iron pickaxe, going to make a bucket, always very useful for getting rid of lava. In fact, it's probably the most genius idea that I've seen on YouTube in the past few weeks. So yeah, we're going to just unload all of the not needed stuff, take a little bit of iron just in case one of our pickaxes break, which you can guarantee it probably will end up breaking. Make sure we've got a little bit of wood, probably take some cobblestone. In fact, well, we've got 5 cobblestones, so that's always useful. We're going to break that, and then we are going to get going. So we need iron, we need gold, we need diamonds, we need lapis. Basically, we need everything. And so let's go and find. We're going to grab some water. Let's go. So, iron. Brilliant. So let's grab this one, and I think we're going to jump to the next lot. Yes, we are. As you can see, we get a lot of iron. Some here, some here, some here, and it just keeps going, because there is absolutely loads of it lying about. Some here. Just going to grab that. Grab those, was it 5 that we had there? Grab this gold, and I think we can grab that bit, as well as grab that, and that goes down and falls. Yes, as I remember. And as you can see here, me being an absolute idiot in the caves. Walking back, and there we go. Straight to the diamonds. 2 veins right next to each other, and the iron. And is that more iron or is that gold? Either way, doing this is the most sensible thing I do, because I realise that we're above a lava lake and I don't want those diamonds to fall in. I think it's just 1 diamond that we actually have here, unfortunately, but we can always still get the rest of the stuff that's lying about. So we're just going to mine around the outside. We don't want it to fall in. We need to keep finding it, because these diamonds, they are incredibly rare, and we want loads. We want to get full diamond armour, because we don't want to die. As I said, the goal of this series is to die the fewest amount of times possible. In fact, the goal of this series is to not die at all. Obviously, I'm glad we're not on hardcore, because it means that the world won't get deleted if we do, because I want this series to be something we can enjoy together. But but obviously if we die, it's a bit like, you know, if hardcore was on this platform, we might have ended up using it, and that's something that I don't want to have to do. Anyway, let's have a look around. So obviously there's more iron back here. I don't know if I go and get it or not. In fact, well, yeah, I do. Obviously, you can't get too much. Let's face it, you know, iron is so important. So we're just going to get that. Then if we have a look around, so we are going to head over to those diamonds in a minute. We're just going to get more iron again. There's just loads of it lying about, so we're going to get that. Place the water down to get rid of that one bit of lava. Or, in fact, no. Let's just get rid of some of this gravel that we picked up, because no one likes gravel. In fact, I think we actually hate it. Just going to grab that, and I think we'll just leave that other piece of iron, because it's not that important. We don't want to die, let's face it. Get rid of that lava over there, and head over to these beautiful diamonds that I can see in the distance. So we're just going to go straight over the lava, because I cannot be bothered to stack over there. And we're going to go straight and pick them up. Obviously, I've not picked up my water there. Noob move, but hey ho. So we've got 1 diamond so far. We've got a bit of redstone, got a bit of lapis as well. Again, we missed that one out from the editing, but it doesn't really matter. Lapis is lapis. It's just for enchanting, really. And have a look about. We don't want to miss anything else. Tell you what, guys, I am so excited for these new cave updates, though. Even though we're going to have to travel quite far out to get to them, it doesn't matter, because it's going to be so much fun. I do want to explore, say, a full map worth of the old terrain, because if the diamonds are going to get rarer, or if they're going to be harder to find and all that, if we have a pre-generated, say, couple of maps that I know is the old terrain, then we can use that to our advantage and basically make it so that we can have the old chunks that will last us for quite a while. So, just going to get rid of that. Again, it's only 2 diamonds, unfortunately, but I'm sure we'll end up finding more. So, and there we go. More diamonds straight over there. So, we're just going to get our way across there. Again, using our lovely little water bucket. Most useful thing on the planet, I think. So, let's just start mining around here. So, we get rid of the dirt, first of all. Using a mushroom, of all things. I think my shovel ended up breaking at some point. So we've got at least 4 diamonds there. 5, 6. Okay, that's not too bad. Because I know that they spawned in chunks of 8. And, okay, that's quite interesting. If we go around this corner, I wonder if we get 9. And, okay, so there we go. We've got 9 blocks of diamond ore. That is incredibly rare. In fact, I didn't think that it was possible to get it in 9. I thought that the maximum that you could get it in was 8. So that is unless that is a very, very big like coincidence where diamond has just spawned right next to diamond. That is, you know, it's pretty incredible. So we've obviously already got, I think it's 3 diamonds. So 3 and 9. So we're now looking at 12 diamonds. So we're getting there to that full diamond armor. Again, we also need to make sure we have enough to make enchanting table, preferably a diamond sword, as well as a diamond pickaxe. So we do need quite a few, and hey, this is just going to help with our XP level as well, so we are going to be looking pretty good. So let's go down there, pick up all those diamonds, and yes, we're now at 12. And so I think this is even more diamonds that we find. If you look at the coordinates as well, we're not actually too far out. We've just been exploring the same cave system that we've been in. It's actually what I found. It's a brilliant cave system, and I'm sure we'll end up coming down here a lot more to farm mobs. And well, I know that the spider spawners are down here now. Again, unfortunately, this recording was an hour long, and that's when the PlayStation 5 cuts off. So I've managed to cut an hour into about 20 minutes. So as you can see, it's, you know, we've cut quite a lot out, but unfortunately we found the spider spawners right after we cut the recording. But I've got the screenshots of it, so we know where the location is, and we'll be able to make sure we do it. Anyway, let's mine these diamonds. It looks like we've got another 5 here, so that takes us up to 17 by the looks of it. And I think, I can't remember, we might get a couple more off camera as well. Again, unfortunately the recording cut, and I did decide that an hour is enough footage for one video. So, I'm going to pick up these 5, and that takes us up to 17. And yeah, this is just something that was incredible that I found. So it's just a zombie in full chainmail armor, obviously enchanted chainmail armor as well. It took a lot of hits to kill him, and he dropped all of it. What are the odds of a zombie to drop his whole armour? So obviously I stopped here to see what enchantments it's got. It's got Thorns, one which is alright, Feather Falling 2, Depth Strider, and Unbreaking. Now that, I was like, wow. Obviously, I'm not going to wear it because of how damaged it is. This is just something that is a bit of fun as well. There you go. So he like almost blows me up, and right behind where I was a lava lake. If he had blown up, it'd have knocked me in. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you leave a like and a subscribe to GameNest. We've got so much content coming. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.